Yeah, that's perfect.
All right.
Hey, this is KLA, Cloud the Wanderer. Yo, I have a special guest with me. Her name is Lora Cross. No relation to the other Linda. The
Lisa
it's
Cross?
another Lisa Cross, right?
I've heard so
Lisa
many
Cross.
things about Lisa Cross.
You never met her?
No, my friend, CJ Films, is
Yeah.
friends with her and reached out to her and is like, hey, trying to set it up. He's gonna set up us meeting sometime.
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah.
so that'll be cool.
Yeah, I would love to like interview her because she's a very intelligent woman. Like she know all these languages and she's like in the fetish industry and then she's like a bodybuilder and stuff like that. So that I mean that would be like a Christmas gift for me without being a Christmas. But enough about her. You know, it's about you. The focus is on you. So you're the star of the show.
All
So
right.
so where you from anyway? Like just the
Where am I from?
yeah.
I'm originally from Texas,
Oh,
in the Houston area, and see, I lived in Charleston for 5 years, and I just bought a house in the Chattanooga, Tennessee area now. So that's
okay.
where I am.
All right. Okay. All
But
right. I'm in
I
NYC.
what'd you say?
No, I was
You're in
no, I
NYC?
said I live in yeah, I know New York City. So
Yeah, I went
so
to.
I first oh,
Go ahead.
no, no, I was saying I first seen you, discovered you on Instagram, and I know you did like certain stuff work like in Utopia, the wrestling
Okay,
thing. Yeah.
so you're
So yeah,
into
that's
the wrestling stuff?
yeah, yeah, that's my thing. I like I've always liked it, mixed wrestling and stuff and bodybuilding really because I usually like interview bodybuilders. I've been doing it for like not long, like maybe like the like maybe like the end of last year I started
Oh,
doing
okay.
it. I interviewed Bianca Blanche.
Yeah, I
Yeah, she
love
was
her.
like my yeah, she was like my second person I interviewed. It was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. And then I also interviewed another gentleman. He's called Jack Hammer. I don't know if you
Uh,
yeah.
that sounds. Oh, is he out of Philly?
Yeah, yeah,
He owns
yeah.
Protein Wrestling.
Right. Protein wrestling. Right. We
Well, you
have
should interview. Well, you can interview CJ Films. He's faceless.
CJ. Who's that? If you don't
That's
mind.
one of his friends. It's one of Terry's best friends and a good friend of Bianca and mine. Is a
Oh,
producer.
all right. Yeah, I would. I also kind of interviewed a
You'd have
guy.
to
His
interview
name
him while he wears his mask.
that ain't a problem if he don't want to reveal his face. I don't have an issue with that. I just like the women, like kind of reveal. The pretty women like yourself. Show your face and stuff. But
Yeah.
the guys, I could understand that because sometimes the guys, we can be insecure about it because we don't want people to judge us and stuff like that. And then
Mm-hmm.
it's like because I remember like months ago, like I was trying to get another gentleman. He do like this female muscle art, and like it's called Amazonia.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I was like, hey, I would like for you to come on the show and tell about how you got into the fascination with muscle chicks and stuff like that. They're strong women and stuff. So he was like, nah, I don't really want to. I want to be anonymous and stuff like that, but I
Yeah.
just left it alone. But it's good to for you to drop by. You do got some guests. I mean, some comments.
Yeah,
Rolando,
Rolando G.
yo, Rolando, I sent the link on your phone. I sent the link on your phone with George, and George was expecting you. But I guess like after the interview, we could go over there and we talk. Yeah. So how you got started into doing what you're doing, like as a wrestler and a producer and a model?
Sure. So first off, I did print modeling in college when I was 22. I still do like photo shoots, so I guess I still print model. But so I got started doing that, and then I did some modeling for race production companies and stuff like that in college. And then later on, much later on, uh, yeah, I was doing a bunch of fetish modeling. I got reached out to um, by a local agency that was in my hometown through my print modeling website. And they said, would you be open to doing like, tickling stuff or like PG-13 fetish acting with an all girl studio? And I thought that sounded fun. So at the time, I was a CrossFit coach and a dietitian and doing a bunch of Spartan races. Like I just gotten my Spartan Pro card. I also played college softball, so I've kind of been
Okay.
working out my entire life.
Okay.
But anyways, so I got contacted by them. We did a lot of wrestling stuff with them, but a lot of fantasy moves we'd have to look up. They would be like, "You're gonna put her in a sleeper hold, and then a reverse head scissor, and then a bow and arrow or whatever." So we'd look it up, figure out how to do it, and then do it within the scripts. And I got a shoot with another fetish model out of Raleigh that I traveled to go shoot with her. And she got a bunch of wrestling videos. And one of them was uh, a semi competitive short wrestling match against me and her. And she does jujitsu and stuff, so she was good. And so we wrestled, and she didn't like just nobody got any points. Nobody pinned anybody. Like nobody submitted anybody. Uh, and so she was like, "Have you ever wrestled?" And I was like, "No, I haven't." So she was like, "You should probably start wrestling." And she told me about like session wrestling and what she does. So I started training, and I started doing wrestling sessions before I like knew what I was doing. And so I just learned by doing it, and then I started getting in a gym and training jujitsu, 3 times a week or so. So it's
Well,
been really fun. There's a really good gym here that we just joined. They're fantastic. Like they're massive, and
mm,
they have like a CrossFit gym, and they have Muay Thai, judo, jujitsu. They even have like a gun range. Like they want to do all combat things. Like
yeah. Who's this?
so,
Like a gym? That's a gym over there?
yeah, it's
Wow.
insane. Like they
Oh,
own like these big warehouses, and there's like certain things in this warehouse and there's certain things in that one. And
yeah.
yeah. So anyways,
Wow.
they're really good. So I'm
Yeah.
just wrestling with a bunch of boys because there's not any girls in my class. And
Do you like wrestling with the guys, or it's more entertaining? I mean, to me, I like when the women wrestle the guys for some reason. I don't know why. I think it kind of goes back when I was a kid. And I used to always look at Wonder Woman and the Bionic Woman, and they would always toss the guys and stuff like that. And then that always stuck with me. And even when I was a kid in recess, there was this particular girl. She would I would wrestle with her, she wasn't the prettiest girl, but for some reason I was fascinated with her. I didn't really realize that. I would kind of pretend that I didn't like her, but I did. And certain things she would do, like push me against the gate and body slam me and stuff like that. So, I
That's
always remember.
funny.
Yeah, like I remember she crushed me a little bit. I was screaming a bit, but then when she got off me, I still wanted to wrestle her again. So that was the crazy stuff. So like when I got like in my teens, I was like into bodybuilding and stuff, and like just looking at female, but I would try to be, work out myself. And I was starting like 16 and stuff, but then I would get like the magazines from the newsstands, and I would see like female bodybuilders, but I also seen like the session wrestling as well, like the little preview of it. Like they would kind of like advertise the videos and stuff, and it was like this video store, like like on 43rd West of 43rd Street in Manhattan. I'm in Brooklyn, and I would go there once in a blue moon, and when I
Yeah,
went over there, like I would see these videos, and I would get so aroused, with the just looking at the videotapes.
I got
And
you.
yeah, and then years ago, like I purchased one, and then the store, it disappeared because they was doing like the internet now, like they was selling it, so it went out of business. But I
Hey,
always, but even like even on like YouTube, I would see like certain things like mixed wrestling. I remember I discovered like Athena, what you call it, Athena. It's called Athena at first, and I would see like Brandy May and other people doing that.
yeah.
Yeah, and so that's the fascination was always there when I was younger. So.
Have you ever met Bibi?
I try to email her a lot, but I wouldn't get no answer. Like I remember the last time, like I sent like a little fee, to talk with her because I know she's a busy woman. But I did have like people like the last person, like couple of people that worked with her, KK Ching and Sugar the Amazon.
Is
Yeah,
it Sugar
yeah,
Diamond?
yeah, yeah. Sugar Diamond. Yeah, yeah.
I
She's
love
nice.
her. She's so
Yeah,
cool.
she's a cool young lady. Yeah,
I got
that
to
was it.
I got to shoot with her last week in San Diego,
Mm, that's
and I
right.
actually shot with Bianca yesterday.
Yeah, I noticed Bianca. She's all over the place. She's like she do topless wrestling. She do like I I I kind of discovered her through this company. It's called Fight Pulse. I don't know if
What's
you
it
ever
called?
heard, but they Fight Pulse.
Mm-mm.
I'll send it to you after we talk. But it's like a they're in Europe, and they fight against each other, the men, the women, same gender, mostly women. So yeah, I downloaded some videos of it. It's interesting. It's very interesting.
That's
Yeah,
cool. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Sugar's super fun. We did like a scissor wrestling and oil wrestling video, me and her.
Mm, yeah. She started like what, like a year, she told me. A year she told
Yeah,
me
it's not been long at all. I believe she's from Toronto.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. Toronto, yeah. Yeah. I know she visited she came in New York. She was in the Times Square, and she's flexing, and she's doing all this acrobatic stuff, and she was working with Vive. Vive. That's her name, right? Vive or Vive.
Bibi.
Vivi, okay. So
Bibi,
like
like just two letters.
yeah. So you also you produce and stuff like that, and like what do you work on now? What is it
Where do
that you're
I what?
working on? No, what is it that you're working on? What are the like the projects you work on? You're working on. I'm sorry.
Sure. So me and my husband do this full time. And he joined me maybe a year ago, but I've been doing this full time for about 4 years. Um, and yeah, at this point, we shoot pretty exclusively custom videos that we get, as well as our own adult videos with our friends. We got started making our own adult videos, me and my husband, and we have like a ethical non-monogamous relationship, so you can, you know, imagine what we're shooting. And
Yeah.
but we do a lot of wrestling as well. Most of those are custom videos. Our fans will reach out, like I'll advertise who I'm going to shoot with, and the fans will reach out, write scripts, and we produce those for them. So as written, you know, with whatever wardrobe request they want. If they want it to be competitive, or they want it to be scripted, like a fantasy thing, or maybe they want to do some extra belly focus, you know, in the wrestling match against somebody else who has really nice abs. We can shoot that. We do a lot of lift and carry, but yeah, I have about 7 custom videos that I have on my desktop that we're going to be filming. So we keep it organized, and we'll put it on which days we're going to film it with which models. So it's cool, and we can do it while we travel, which is nice.
Yeah. So yeah, it's mind blowing. Like when you told me that your husband go, work with you and stuff like that. Cause that's like, I'm like, wow. Cause I mean, cause that, I mean, I know, like, there's women that do stuff that you do, and sometimes their husband, they not really with it, or they do accept it. So how do you and your husband met? Like how did
Um,
you guys meet?
we met at a gym,
Yeah.
and we started training for a CrossFit competition together, and then we
Oh.
started dating. And then we actually broke up because I had to go back to Texas to finish my master's degree, and he had to finish his residency.
Okay.
And then at the end of those programs, we started distance dating again, and we quickly got married, like maybe 6 months into distance dating, which is another reason we were filming videos for ourselves while we were distant. And we were like, let's make some money off of them.
Oh, okay.
We could see each other more. So
That's kind of. I
that,
mean,
that
it's
was,
cute. It's cute. Like, yeah, it's cute. I never. I mean, like, somebody sharing the same thing that you sharing. Like, you know, do I mean, like, when you doing this, do you like afraid people look at you like a sexual object or something like that? Like,
I'm
is
not
that
worried
thing?
about it.
No. Okay.
I can't control what people think about me, and I don't want
Right.
to worry about trying to.
Right.
But I feel like, I mean, I'm a pretty well-rounded person. I went to school for, 9 years or whatever. You bring up a topic, I'll know something about it. Like,
Right. Right.
and I like talking with people. Uh, I guess if somebody views me as a sexual object, like, I, probably won't get along with them quite as well as I would someone else who has a little bit of substance. So I
Right.
wouldn't find myself spending much time with them, probably.
Right.
Even if it
Like
was
I
like
just.
there's a session where someone's like that. If I
Yeah.
don't enjoy it, I'm not
Right.
going to session with them again.
Right. Like how do you like encounter people that are you always busy, like is it like timing, what's dislikes and the likes that you would you say
Like nights when
um
I'm traveling, or when I'm
yeah,
home. When
like
I'm
anything,
traveling,
like Yeah, like traveling, or I'm just saying in general, asking in general, like what's the likes and dislikes you can can talk about in your ventures, if I could
Sure.
put that right. Yeah.
So yeah, so I'll get started while I'm on tour. I always plan to log an hour away to be able to get to the gym and do some jogging, because I jog an hour a day and it keeps me lean even when I eat
Yeah.
burgers and shit. um, and so then I'll book out my time. I want to wrap up around about 8 p.m., but in some special instances, I'll stay up much later, if it's a really big
Right.
shoot, or like, I just have to. Because okay, here's an example. So on my LA trip, just now, okay, so I would wake up and I would go shoot for, well, first off, I was drink coffee, run an hour, get cleaned up, pack up my stuff, call the Uber, go shoot with Robin Fight Babe, right? So we did a 20-minute competitive wrestling match against Cheyenne Jewel. Then there were two other scripted matches that we filmed while we were there. So, you clean up just a little bit, freshen up your makeup while they're going over the next script. Film that one, film that one. Then I'll Uber to my next producer shoot. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
which I think it was with DT Wrestling after that. And we had two projects. So there were 20-minute scripts with two different models. So one model was already there, shot that, other model showed up, shot that. And I'd go back to the hotel, um, do 2 sessions before going to sleep, and try to stretch at night, you
Yeah.
know, and order Uber Eats and
Yeah.
go to sleep and do it again.
So
and
I mean,
and if
like,
I film with somebody, then I have to pull the content immediately off and organize it,
right.
back it up on my Google Drive while I'm sleeping, get all their model releases, back them up a couple places, in case, who knows, the computer, I could spill milk on it or something.
Mhm. Yeah. Well,
Um,
you got some like people that made some comments. Catfish, he said hello. Um,
Hello.
he said, Rolando G, I'm here. Hello, dear lovely Miss Cross. Okay. Rolando got a question for you. For
Sure.
Miss Cross, any plans for a small career in national the NPC competitive future possible?
Oh, that's the natural stuff, yeah?
Yeah, that's the bodybuilding. Um, yeah, you said you competed. You
Yeah, I
did
did was it a OCB? It was like forever ago.
natural bodybuilding. Yeah, I heard about that. You was a
Yeah,
natural bodybuilder. Okay, how you
yeah,
got
I
started
don't want to
doing?
do anything where I need to like take a supplement for my
Right,
physique.
right,
Um I like, honestly, being as strong and fit and
yeah,
healthy as I can
right,
um naturally. I
right,
would not mind putting on some muscle.
right,
Um and Yeah, but I really, really enjoy being lean. So it is pretty
right,
difficult to stay lean and put on muscle. So I don't really mind being in the niche of like strongest pound for pound, girl on the circuit. Or
right.
it makes it look even cooler when I do lift and carry sessions, because I look tiny, like lifting up huge men.
Yeah, I
So
seen your the pic like
yeah, I mean, I'm
certain
pretty
things you
fit.
was doing, like
Uh,
you pick up guys and stuff
I
like
think
that.
I've
Yeah,
gotten second place
I'm
in
gonna
my
show it.
competition overall. I'll show off a little bit.
Yeah, It's
Um,
nice.
thank
I'm
you.
gonna
I'm
show a
working on
little
that
bit
eight
what
pack.
you do. Hold on for a second.
What'd you say?
Right there. Yeah, you're very strong. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did.
I see the
I
way
mean,
you
I've been
picked up
doing
this
like,
guy, and he seemed like he's heavy. Of course.
yeah, I can lift. My heaviest lift and carry session was 230 pounds. Yeah, that guy's like 200. That's
Mm.
Eddie Paradise.
Yeah, I mean that I don't even know if I could pick him up. Tell you the truth, I don't. I wouldn't really want to. I don't know if I could pick him up like that. I mean, I try to pick up heavy stuff as well, but not. I don't think, the way you picking them up. It's like, wow. Let me see. Um, Hold on for a second.
Hmm.
It's right there. Oh Jesus. Uh, I had it right there. I don't know what. Okay, I'm
But
trying to get used to this. That's
new system.
yeah. Yeah. Nah, just trying to get used to this StreamYard thing. It's funny sometimes. But you
Yeah.
did CrossFit like that. Like tell me how, like you competed in CrossFit.
Yeah, I did maybe I don't know,
Hello, you
7
hear
or
me?
8 competitions in CrossFit. It was fun.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
Oh, like
I'm really.
what? I don't
What,
watch CrossFit like that. I'm sorry.
what were you saying?
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't know. This thing acts funny a little bit. Yeah, I hear you now.
Good.
Hold on.
Um,
I thought this was going.
Yeah, go ahead.
um,
Hello?
yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Like
Excellent.
what you would say, like how long you been doing CrossFit?
Um, so, uh, I coached CrossFit for maybe 6 years. Um, and then, yeah, I mean, I did several competitions. It was a great way to like get proficient, and very good at weightlifting. Um, and I enjoyed the community environment of all of it. Uh, my husband was also a CrossFit coach for longer than me, maybe 10 years. And
Yeah,
so we're very busy now. So we lift at home. We have all of the gym equipment in our house. Like we have a power rack, we have a GHD machine, a rower, an
right.
assault bike, kettlebells, dumbbells up to 70. Um, so it's nice. And I mean, me and my husband do everything together. So we can just work out together. It's a lot easier.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. How often do you work out when you it seemed like, I don't watch like CrossFit like that too often, but I see like the how the intense like the women work out. They'll do like these pull-ups and they'll do like these crazy stuff that I wouldn't even think about doing. Like it's intense. That's what I'm trying to say. It seems like it's a lot for the body, especially like a woman, because it's a lot that you guys do. You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, definitely.
I was yeah, like not too long ago. Well, not Friday. I was interviewing a young lady, and she coaches people. CrossFitting and stuff. Let me turn that. Let me turn that off. Yeah, she she do like CrossFit, but like she like teaches people certain movements and stuff. Like she do pull-ups.
Yeah.
She's just as strong as you know. So yeah,
Well, that's
she's just
great.
as strong as yeah. I noticed that you have a podcast. Like I was catching like the interview you did with lingerie, the guy that does the lingerie competitions.
Oh yeah, Mike
Yeah,
Larkin.
yeah. I don't know his. I forget his name. His name doesn't kind of resonate my memory. But, I know the guy. Watching like some of the videos, like the podcast that he does with various people that do mixed wrestling stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of been following him maybe not too long ago. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
he's a nice
so
guy.
but you do like podcasts. Yeah, but you also talk to other people from the industry as well.
Yes. Um, yeah, I'll talk to people who wrestle. Anyone who I think is interesting, who I meet while I'm traveling, that I'm like, oh, this would be a fun podcast. And I'll just interview them. But it's my fun project. Like,
Right,
not trying to do it to
right,
make money or anything. I just think it's cool, if that makes sense.
right. You you
Uh,
got to create notice.
what were you saying?
You
You're
heard?
cutting out a little bit. Yeah. Okay, I can hear you now.
No, I said yeah, I said what you do. You hold on. I don't know this thing acting up. I'm sorry about that.
Hello, hello.
I can hear you.
You hear me? Yeah, I said you seem very creative. What you do, like
Yeah.
the podcast and producing and stuff like that. So, how long you
Yeah,
been
it's
doing
fun.
the podcast?
I've been doing
How
it
long?
for
Oh,
just about a year. Not too long.
okay,
Yeah, I
okay,
feel like I want to make an
okay.
effort to make sure in the back of my brain that I remind myself that that my podcast is just for fun. I like do everything else,
Right.
um for like financial, slash fun. But yeah, at first like I wanted to, do one a week, and I'm like, no, that'd be too stressful on top of everything else that I'm doing. And plus, like, my husband wants to have date nights and go on vacations. And
Yeah.
so I can be like,
Like,
I can be a little too into work, I think. Working
so
out.
you very passionate of what you do and stuff. That's very
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Like, it doesn't really feel like work for me, but my husband likes to have completely, like, not work focused, like focus time with him or time off work. So it's probably a good balance.
Yeah, yeah. But I see we got another comment. Let me see. Well, you got it's just small comments though. Let me see. Not this one. And
Hi.
somebody said hi, hey, how you doing? Yeah. So so you also do like jujitsu and stuff like how long you been doing that? Like 4 years, you said, or
Oh no. No, I've been doing that a little over a year and a half. So
a
not too
year and a
long
half?
yet.
Okay. Just this past year?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Uh
What you find
well,
challenging about that?
it's that's extremely challenging. I'm constantly fighting against, especially in my class, better trained, larger men. So, you know, it makes the session tours and a lot of my fights feel a lot easier when I just go to class and get my ass whooped.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's you know, it's
I'm,
good. It's humbling.
yeah, yeah. Like, is it frustrating or like you don't fight with women and
Yeah, it
stuff
can.
in your jujitsu? Oh, okay. I mean, I
Um,
see you doing it in the videos and stuff.
yeah, it's I don't often get frustrated. Like I don't often get frustrated from jujitsu or training. Like don't get me wrong, I really don't like losing.
Yeah.
But I mean, if somebody is like better trained and fitter, and you know they know their stuff better, then like just look at what they're doing. You know, what are they getting on you? Then you can go back and look up some stuff to be able to defend against it. Or I mean, where are they stronger? You know,
Mm.
figure out what's up, go work on it. Yeah, I hadn't lost in about I don't know, 8 months or a year. Uh, I did just have a loss. I can't tell you to who though,
Okay. No problem.
but you know her.
Okay. Okay. Like, I mean, I noticed like the mixed wrestling. It's very like athletic. Like a lot of the people that participated in it, they do like jujitsu or but some type of martial arts training and stuff. You know. Um,
I'm getting over a
so like
sickness.
okay. So wait, so like you like you when you travel, like you travel through the states or you just you you travel like from from
uh,
different countries and stuff like that.
I I travel in the U.S., but I'm going to
Okay.
London for the first time in
Okay.
in 4 days.
In 4 days. Okay. Are you is a particular person that you're gonna wrestle against?
I'm not wrestling against any girls there.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
I'll be doing. Sorry, there's like 4 of us that got sick in San
No, it's
Diego,
all right.
and I was one of them. It's really hard
Yeah.
wrestling when you're sick. But the girl I wrestled
Right.
against that beat me was sick too, so I guess I have no excuses.
Right.
Anyways,
Yeah. But how do you guys do that? I'm sorry.
what are you saying?
No, I was gonna No, I was gonna ask you like how do you guys do it like especially in this era with COVID and all that stuff? You know,
Um,
is do you could it be risky or just
I mean,
I don't know if you can
I try not to get political at all, but I mean, I'm not in a I don't know. None of the girls are like at high risk for having a COVID complication.
right,
I know I'm not because I don't have any of the risk factors,
right,
but yeah, if I'm like feeling bad, I'll let the I'll let the people know they can make their choices, you know.
okay. I just asked, that's all. I just asked. That's all.
Yeah,
I just
but I'm not really worried. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not worried about it. I guess like I feel like it's just good for your immune system to be exposed to some stuff and
yeah,
adapt and develop like the antibodies, and be a little more resistant in the future. So I just think it's kind of a part of life. I've
Yeah,
never been seriously sick though, so knock on wood, I
yeah,
guess.
yeah. It was one thing you was talking about. You guys was talking about mental health. With you and the guy from I'm sorry, I don't got his name.
Mike Larkin.
Mike Larkin. Yeah, Mike Larkin. I'm sorry, Mike. I'm trying to I'm trying to get your name packed in my head. But you guys was talking about mental health, and I felt that it was interesting.
Yep, that is a huge thing.
Yeah,
Huge. Um, yeah, it's very difficult in the in the industry, I think, to stay grounded and mentally healthy, you know, keep good relationships, um, control your emotions, and work well with
right,
people. You know, there's so many different
right.
personalities
Yeah,
that are around.
yeah,
So you have to know how to work with everyone and know yourself, you know, and know who's
right,
going to be good for you to work with, what to say no to. Um,
right.
yeah, because if you are like not into something, you know, but you're doing it for the money and you're going to do it over and over and over and over again, you're
Yeah,
eventually going to go insane. And you're probably going to turn to perhaps some form of substance
mm,
to help you wind down or deal with, you know, hating what you're doing, or, you know, want to like hide from some of your emotions if you
right,
have a lot of negative emotions you're not dealing with. So I think you want to make sure that you're controlling largely the work that you're doing and who you're working with, so that
yeah,
and especially, you know, then you can keep your time schedule pretty tight like I do. Like I'll leave an hour for running, I'll, you know, get enough sleep while I'm on tour. I'll
right,
say no to stuff
right.
I'm not excited about, like even if I can make a little more money. It's just not worth it,
Yeah, yeah. I didn't
I
really know
think.
how I didn't really know how intense that that can be. Like that's very interesting. Is there like something that you kind of like in that mental aspect? Is there like something that you do or to just keep you
Same.
from you? Yeah, like to work on your mind. Do you have do meditation, with yoga or something that you do? Like,
um my husband meditates, and that works quite well for him.
oh, okay. Oh, that's
So
good.
honestly, it's probably just like my like cardio an hour a day. I just chill and just like think about stuff, you know, just going through my
Yeah,
day in my head,
yeah,
coming up with ideas. Like I just sort of let my brain like wander and see where it goes. Which I don't know. I feel like that might be a form of meditation. But I've
right.
done that since I was 19 every day, and seems to keep me pretty sane. um, I'm like, what?
It's like you got, like you said, you. No, I just asked because it's like you deal with all these personalities, like especially with the clients and stuff. And I know they probably stressing you out, or I understand.
Yeah.
And then
I think
you
it's just
wrestle with people and stuff like that.
well, I think it's important to know that not everyone is gonna like you. Like, um,
Right,
and that's fine. Like, and you're not gonna like vibe with everybody, and that doesn't mean you're a bad person or they're a bad person.
right,
And yeah, you're gonna get into disagreements with, or you'll have miscommunications with people, and
right,
no, like, you know, try to solve it. You know, try to communicate, but if there's somebody who's just going off the deep end, you know, just let them go. Like, Like I've had a couple of people that had some like mental breaks, you know, while we'd been friends for a long time, and would have like a mental break and just go insane. I think they went a little into drugs as that was happening. And I'm just like, man, I tried to help you and you're just going crazy and I can't go there, you know? So sucks.
Yeah.
But that definitely happens.
Yeah.
Know what you can deal with and what you can't.
It's just this. Yeah, this was like a client or just a fellow wrestler.
It was a model. It was a model I was very good friends with, and I trusted a lot. And she she got on drugs, tried to fuck me over. It was insane. And like, of course, like my friends later on were like, "Oh yeah, like red flags were everywhere," but I didn't notice. That's how it happens.
That's a sad story. That's a sad.
I know, story. Man.
Like
it's
like
true, but I mean, I met like almost all really good people. So, I mean, there's only been, you know, 2 people I can talk about who I had like a bad experience with, and I've been doing this a long time. So I would say by and large, everybody, you know, everybody's pretty good. Well, shoot, let's think of something good to talk about before we get off.
Okay. I mean, you got somebody saying hello.
Oh, he's new from Mexico.
I'm new. Okay. Right. So, hello? Oh, this thing. Yeah. So, like you, when you wrestling guys, like, what is that you like? Help them fulfill their fantasies and stuff like that, or what is it about us men that kind of like from what you learn? Do you learn from the guys? What is it that you learn from the guys about fulfilling the fantasy as a woman?
You know, I just they just tell me what they're into, and I'll you know, log that away during the session, and I'll sort of I'm like still myself, but a little bit in a character, and I try to do it in a way that I'm having fun, because if I'm having fun, they're gonna have a lot more fun. But I wouldn't say that. I mean, I would say everybody's very different. Some guys are primal, and they just want to like work out really hard and like roll, you know, in an aggressive way, and have some fun, you know, and that like is what turns them on, like getting sweaty and going hard. And other people, they like being dominated, so they want you to, you know, they want you to win, and they want you to, you know, be super aggressive and talk shit, and just completely like control them. So those are very different. And then other people want to sort of act out WWE like pro style matches, and have it be more of like a back and forth. So I'm really just learning what each individual person likes. Overarchingly, I mean, everyone's very different. I can't say that there's one like main vein of what people want. So
I never did like a session, you know. I know like when you're talking to like a lot of these women, and they want you to like be specific what you want. You got to introduce yourself. Do you do that? Do you require that? Like, you make requirements?
Require
Like
what?
just try to understand who your client is.
Yeah, definitely.
Like one them the information, like what do they do? Like yeah, like I noticed that. I started like paying attention to it, because sometimes like contacting the women, like it's not easy as I thought, so that's why I asked. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I have an Excel sheet where I keep track of everything that's
Mm,
searchable. So when
okay.
people reach out for references, I can let them know. Um, I am about to have to hop off here because I have someone who's making dinner for me, my husband's family. I'm pretty
All right.
excited.
All right. I appreciate it. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
And oops. The that or your information or
Oh, sure. Um, so easiest way to reach me is email, loracrossmodel@gmail.com. I also have a Twitter. It's lcrossmodel, or an Instagram. It's Lora Cross Model. And my website is www.loracrossmodel.com. So it's pretty easy.
thank you again, Laura. Appreciate you.
Cool. Thank you very much.
All right. Bye.
Bye.